Hello fellow land dealers, Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. I've been slinging phone calls all day long, and I got a property that I think is an interesting one, and I'd like a partner on it. And so I'm throwing it out there on Hootboard to the other Land Academy members. And so if you're watching this video, you should be Land Academy. And yeah, so let me tell you about the property. Let's jump into the website, or jump into the internet here, take a look. So this is Amador County, California, which is just across the way from San Francisco. Let me pull up a map. I'll show you where we're at. So Sutter Creek is just down the hill a little bit. Sacramento is just around the corner over here somewhere. Here's Sacramento. A little further out, you've got San Francisco Bay Area. So you're in between Lake Tahoe and San Francisco. Sacramento's here. And as we zoom in, Sutter Creek is, if you drink wine, or your wife drinks wine, or you ever look at the wine aisle at your local grocery store, you probably hear of Sutter Creek. This stuff's all over the place. It's a vineyard area. So Sutter Creek, and then just up the way, into the hills, into the foothills, where you probably have just about perfect Tuscan kind of weather. You've got this property. So big tree, or I can't mix it up my words, green trees, good sized trees, and just beautiful weather. I mean, very temperate, gorgeous weather, year-round weather. So that's why people would like this area, I think, because of the weather, because of the peacefulness. If you pull up Sutter Creek, we should pull up pictures of Sutter Creek. Sutter Creek's just super touristy town. It's like a tourist trap. They sell you all kinds of trinkets and things every which way you go. Art galleries, no boarded up buildings, it's all full little artsy cafes and stuff. It's that kind of town. So up in the hills is this property. It's a little over 2 acres. It's right on a little street that comes down. There's a driveway that comes into the property. The neighbors have, there's houses, power, utilities in the area. I mean, there's a cul-de-sac looking place over here. These people are paving their driveways. It's not country bumpkin anymore. It's more real. I don't know how better to say it. Just nice looking places. This one has a pool. So here's, I think we can do street view off of the road. The deal is I got this for $10,127.37. And so I don't think that's the road. Now I'm going to scratch my head. I think it's this way. Yeah, because that's the main road. So you'd come in here. This would be your turnoff. This would be your driveway. Someone's got a nice old wagon out here, like a horse-drawn wagon. And so this would be your driveway going back into this area. And look at these trees. Nice big pine trees. Leafy trees. There's a power pole out here, so I think the power line goes back that direction towards the property, because there's houses down there. There's street signs naming the road. Let's go back to Parcel Fact. Parcel Fact's got the sky view. It's a regular rectangle. We can pull this map up. I think we can see the driveway another way here, but I wanted to show you that there's a driveway into this property and a housing pad kind of set up. So here's the road. Here's the driveway. This looks like the obvious place to go put a house. Let's go back to the maps over here. We can see if we can get out of this and do some 3D action on the property, because it looks like a good topography setup. I mean, it's not crazy hills like a lot of the other deals I've gotten recently. There's houses on the tops, there's houses in the bottom of the hill, and it's just like your Hidden Valley perfect weather kind of place back in here. All kinds of sun, green hills in all directions. So there's another view of it right back in here. I know what I wanted to do. What's going on with this? I want to do San Francisco. Well, let's do Sutter Creek first. Sutter Creek, 6.5 miles, 14 or 15 minutes. San Francisco, like downtown San Francisco. I doubt anybody actually wants to go from here to downtown San Francisco on a normal drive, but you know, the whole Bay Area, the greater Bay Area, is within shots. I mean, you could take a couple different routes into the Bay Area. Downtown San Francisco, you're talking 2.5 hours. And it's 9:30 at night. I mean, it doesn't look like we're getting any traffic on the route. Maybe they're pointing out some traffic. Yeah, I don't think there's any major traffic in the area going on the route right now. So 2.5 hours. There's a couple 2.5 hour routes. Look at these: 227, 228, 228. It's 2.5 hours. There's 3 different routes you could take to get to downtown in 2.5 hours. So that's a weekend trip. I mean, you could have a home out here, and every now and then go into the office for a meeting once a week or something if you really had to. You pass the major industrial farming operations, get back into the more creative nook of Sutter Creek. Take this little road back up into the hills, and there's your property. So I pulled up, what did it say? Property tax, $112 a year. This is from the county. I got this information from the county. I got a deed from the county. It was bought through title company, Western Title Insurance. It was bought in 1974. So these guys have had it forever. Basically longer than I've been alive. It's not forever, but you know, a long time in my timeline. Husband and wife, they're both alive, ready to sign, ready to go. I think we run it through a title company and get this thing bought. I pulled up the market. This is Zillow, and cheapest thing in the area, anywhere around the area, is 50 grand for a 5-acre lot. We can get this for 10. I'm asking for a 25% bump up on your half of the purchase, and then I want to be able to go sell it. I mean, you can market it too if you want, but I want to go market it and get it sold for some agreeable price. Hopefully cash, make it happen, get it moved, get it out the door, whatever percent you want to sign up for. You know, if you want half the property or some quarters, 3/4 of the property or something, we can split it up. I'll put up the rest of the money. Ideally, I'd like to do half, like half your money, half my money. You add an extra 25% on there to, you know, because I found the deal, making it happen. I'd like to charge an extra 25%, so that's like a little over 5 grand. I put together a little checkout. I'm going to put a link down below. So I'd like to charge you $1,250 for finding the deal, putting it together, doing the paperwork, pulling it off, marketing it, getting it sold, making it happen. You have to put up half the money. We sell it, you get to keep half the money. The $1,250 is above and beyond the half, so it'd be you know, $1,250 to me, and then whatever half is as we take it through title. I think my local title shop will charge about $800 to pull this off. So maybe an extra $400 in title. We probably have to pay a little bit of prorated, you know, taxes or something. But I think you're talking, you know, $7,000 ish all in, with this title, property, everything. So probably a hair under $7,000 all put together, and you get half the property. And the market, you know, cheapest stuff in the market is like $50,000. So if we go sell it for, you know, whatever you think we can sell it for, let's go sell it for something fun and make it happen. So that's the property, that's the deal, that's the idea. You could buy the whole thing if you wanted to pay for the whole thing, and I'll set it up for you, charge you 25% above cost. But I think it'd be easier, trust-wise, money-wise, if you bought half of it and let me go market it. I'll buy half. I want to run with half. I want to make money on my half. You know, just that's what I'm thinking. So feel free to say, Luke, I want the whole thing, or I want quarter or something like that, let me know. But if you want to do half, I got it set up for half. Hit the link below. First person to grab it grabs it, and run with it. And I want to make sure that I'm involved in selling the property, because I think I got a good shot at going to sell this property to a retail, buyer, person who can use it and promote it, make it happen. And I'd love if you got involved in that too. So that's the idea. That's the sales pitch for this property. It's a little over 2 acres in Amador County, California, for a little over 10 grand. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Luke Smith, and my phone number is 760-274-7711. I try to answer as many calls as I can. So if you don't get me right away, maybe try a couple times, or I'll circle back to you eventually too. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.